How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another day of chess on the 64 Squares channel. Today, I want to talk about a game I played a few days ago where I actually beat a title player, a national master in bullet chess. And I just want to go over the game, maybe talk about some takeaways, and see if we can learn something. So, in this game, I had the black pieces. The national master, Sasha Strong, had the white pieces. And I was rated a little bit over 2,000 in this game. So, yeah, 2,000, that's a rating I've been wanting to get to for a long time, and I haven't really been able to keep it. I'm kind of in the mid 1900s right now, but pretty excited about that. So we start off. They ended up playing e4, and then I played the Sicilian defense with c5. And with this move, I'm just trying to control the center, exert some influence in the middle on that d4 square. And then they ended up playing the open Sicilian with knight f3, and so I try to go for a knight or setup with d6, and then they immediately strike at the center again. This is all book with d4, and here they take, and then I play knight f6, just hitting this pawn. They got to defend it somehow, so they end up playing knight c3, a very natural, developing move, defending the center. And then we play a6, which marks the knight orf. The idea of this is you're trying to control this square right here. If you immediately try to go for e5, trying to hit this knight, then maybe the knight comes into this square, and you don't really want that. So you play a6 first. And then the bishop comes out, which this is kind of an opening that I need to learn more theory about. I think it's called the Fischer-Sozin attack. But I think generally here a good move is e6, just trying to blunt this bishop because it can be pretty strong on this f7 square. So yeah, I do end up playing e6. They bring the bishop back, and then we play knight c6. So this is all booked so far still. And then he gets really aggressive here and plays g4, or she gets very aggressive here and plays g4. And I was a little bit surprised by this move, but I mean, it's defended by the queen. He's trying to go for a quick attack, maybe get her knight to move, create some weaknesses over here on this king side. But I'm not really bothered by it. I immediately take the knight, which is the best move. He takes back the queen. And then now when the queen takes back, we get a free pawn from that. So here, this is a fork, which you'd be surprised. I mean, it's a national master, but I mean, even those guys still blunder sometimes, especially in a bullet game. And this is not even really the best move. Let's see what they want. Best move. And I apologize, it's a little bit slow. There's a little bit of lag here. But they want queen c7. Huh. Okay, because I guess there's some tactics involving opening this bishop and stuff. But anyways, go back. I ended up playing e5, hitting the knight. I mean, hitting the queen and knight. He goes back. That's actually a blunder because we can just take, and this knight's still defended. So I take. And then he goes to queen e2, and it looks like he's trying to set up a queenside castle, maybe. Go for a quick attack. I bring the knight back. Just kind of a prophylactic move, protecting this knight because we know it's going to be under attack at some point. Maybe we're preparing c3 or f3. So then he castles, and then now I play f3, hitting the queen. Queen goes back. We're preparing to castle with bishop e2, or bishop e7, excuse me. And then he brings a rook over, which can be kind of scary looking. If you castle, maybe you get queen in here. But I'm not, too scared. I just bring the bishop back, defending this pawn, maybe setting up some ideas on this diagonal right here against this king. He brings his knight in, which is, I'm completely fine with him taking. I can just take back with the queen. And he moves his king over. Here I take. That knight's pretty strong. He takes back with his bishop. And then here, I want to maybe, get out of this line of sight of this bishop. But also I want to play b5, and I can't really do that with the rook on a8. So we move the rook, and then he moves his rook down, preparing to double. I don't mind. I end up actually playing queen b6 here, and I think I'm trying to set up some tactics with this bishop. Here he brings the rook over, which I thought was a bad move, and I'll give you a couple seconds to maybe figure out why. So the first thing I'm looking at is this bishop and this queen hitting this b2 pawn, which is very weak. It's only defended by the king. And here we can actually move the knight, which is what I play in this game. Hitting the queen, also threatening checkmate. You can't defend this square with the queen right here because our bishop's defending. Maybe you could go back to, uh, c1 to defend. But I mean that's one of the only defending moves here. You can't take the knight obviously because we have mate. So it's a nice little move. And again, this is a bullet game, so he ends up playing this and losing his queen, which it stops mate, but he loses his queen. And from here, he moves his king, and this is a forced move because our bishop controls all these squares. And here he actually resigns, I believe. So just like that, and how many moves was that? 20, 22 moves, 21 moves. I beat a national master, and I think that's pretty awesome. Uh, I mean, a lot of it, I think, is just basic principles, even against these guys that are really, really, really strong. You see that title in their name, it's a little intimidating, but all I did was play my opening, try to control the center. I didn't blunder any pieces. I took free pawns, free pieces. I took this free pawn. Even though this isn't an inaccuracy, I mean, I see a fork, I play a fork. I take advantage of my opportunities. I protect my pieces and just play fairly principled. And even in a bold game like this, where you have to think very fast, if you just play good moves quickly, you're going to do pretty well. Like, let's see the very end of the game. I'm not playing anything crazy. I find this nice tactic, but I end the game with 40 seconds left. And, I'm just pretty proud of that game. So I would just say, I mean, according to this guess the ELO thing for chess.com, I mean, it says I played at a 2750 rating, which is pretty awesome. And a 94% accuracy. So pretty hyped about that. One of my better games. I think she could have definitely played better in this game. But, I mean, that's just, how it goes sometimes. Chess is a hard game. Najdorf is a aggressive opening. And, I just wanted to share this game. Let me know what y'all think. Love to hear your feedback. And honestly, one of the things been wanting to do on this channel is review some beginner games. So if you guys have some games you want to send in, maybe I can give you some tips, try to help you get up the rating ladder a little bit. But with it, I don't really have much else to say. I mean, I hope you guys have a good one, and take care. Peace.